Okay, so I go on to the next slide. So you're supposed to attend lesson 11 and 12. So you will go to this place. All right, 88 tuition, you have your account. So you go to 88 tuition. So under this 88 tuition, you're going to Sec 2 mathematics. Now, after you click Sec 2 mathematics, you will go into the lesson. So this will be the lesson. So in particular, lesson 11, lesson 12 is over here. All right, is it okay? Is it clear to everyone or not? Imran, you okay with that? Justin, yes, okay. Sherman. Justin, so you are able to access or not able to access?
I can access.
Okay, great. All right, so next time before you come to the lesson, then it's good that if you can go through the lessons there also and practice on the question. Okay, let's continue. So we are going to start on the simultaneous equation. Like some of you, you already told me your teachers are almost completing. So anyway, Mr. Ko just want to go through the important points. Hope that it also coincide with what your teacher have taught you. Or if you have watched the video, this is exactly what the video, what you can learn from the video also. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate this question. Now, what happens if you have to do by elimination? Our previous lesson, we actually learned to solve the simultaneous equation using the graphical method. That means you actually plot the two lines. In this case, you have to use either elimination as a method to solve the simultaneous equation. Okay, so let me just bring out my pen. So what you need to do is you need to check, okay, which coefficient, this is called a coefficient. So which coefficient will be easier to compare? In this case, 2 and 4. In this case, 3 and -2. So I would think it's easier to compare 2 with the 4. So how will I do? So first I name this as equation 1, and then I name this as equation 2. Now I'm going to convert my equation 1, the coefficient of 2x, to become 4x. So I need to write down my intention. So what's my intention? My intention is equation 1 multiplied by 2. So I will just multiply out. So what I will get is I will get 4x plus 6y equal to -12. So after you have done this, you name this as equation 3. Okay, so now you have two to compare already, equation 2 and equation 3. Now, bear in mind your equation 3 actually evolved from equation 1. So 3 and 1 is related. So now you compare 2 and 3. So 2 and 3, you have 4x, you have 4x. You have 6y, you have -2y, you have -12, you have -12. So your instruction next one that you need to write down is, what am I going to do with 3 and 2? The word elimination means you have to get rid of one of them. Okay, either you get rid of x or you get rid of y. In this case, we want to get rid of x, definitely. So we want to get rid of 4x. So the next instruction that you need to write down will be, I'm going to do equation 3 minus away equation 2. Okay, so when you do this, you're going to write it down as well. So how are you going to write down? Whatever that is in equation 3, you write down first, 4x plus 6y. Then your intention minus equation 2. Now, what do you have in equation 2? So you put a bracket, you're going to minus 4x minus 2y. You're going to minus this whole thing. All right. Then over the right-hand side, the same thing. Equation 3, you have -12. Now, equation 2, you have -12 as well. So you need to minus. So I need to write down -12. Okay, so this is very important. You're going to write this down so that you expand. Okay, now you're going to expand this equation. So I'll write down 4x plus 6y I hope you're all right with expansion because you actually learned your algebra in Sec 1. So minus 4x. Now, this is the one that you need to be very careful because it will be minus times minus. So you'll get a plus, okay, for y. Sorry, not for y. It should be minus 2y, okay? Okay, so minus minus plus, so that will be a 2y. All right, so you check whether you expanded correctly or not. Minus 4x, minus and minus give you a plus 2y. Okay, over the other side, this will be a minus 12, and then minus minus again becomes a plus 12. All right, so this part goes to 0. So we will group this together. Now 4x minus 4x gives you 0. So 6y plus 2y gives you 8y. So now 8y go to 0, then what is your y? Y will be 0 as well. Okay, so after you have done this already, okay, Anaki. Okay, after you have done this already, you will need to substitute back. All right, so since we are using 3 and 2, so it's good that you substitute back into 3 or 2. Although you can also substitute into 1. Okay, so you're right. Substitute y equal to 0 into equation 2. Okay, so what will you get when you substitute y equal to 0 into equation 2? You're going to get 4x equal to minus 12. Can you see that? Why is it so? Because the y goes to 0, so this whole thing becomes 0. So 4x equal to minus 12, so x equal to minus 12 divided by 4. So therefore, you get x equal to minus 3. Okay, so now I'm going to write at the side here. So my answer will be x equal to minus 3, y equal to 0. Now, even though you got the answer, it's good that you do a check. Okay, so what do I mean by check? So you substitute your value x and y into equation 1, equation 2. Okay, or equation 2, equation 3. Okay, so we shall do that. So substitute into equation 1, 2 minus 3, and then plus 3, which is 0, equal to minus 6. Okay, so you have minus 2 times 3 minus 6. So this goes to 0. So this is correct for equation 1. Then check equation 2 as well. So 4 minus 3 minus 2y. Again, I purposely put down 0 to show you. So again, this goes to 0. Then 4 times minus 3, actually that gives you minus 12. So again, this is correct. So therefore, because of this check, you know that your answer is correct. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Okay, if it's clear, you give Mr. Cole a thumbs up. Okay, Imran, you okay? Okay, Michael, you all right? Okay, great. What about Anaki? Very good. I also see that. Okay, so this is called elimination method. All right. So Anaki, you just came in, so Mr. Cole just explain quickly. To solve by elimination means either you want to eliminate x or you want to eliminate y. So in this case, I want to eliminate x. So I look at 1 and 2. The coefficient 1 is 2, 1 is 4. So I'll need to times 2 for equation 1. So I need to write down clearly 1 times 2. So what will I get? So I have to name this as equation 3. After that, I have to also write down my intention. How am I going to do the elimination? So since I see 6y is bigger, so I'll take equation 3 minus equation 2. All right, so this is what I get. So to write down the minus, it's good that I put the 4x minus 2y in a bracket so that later when I expand, I can do it carefully. Okay, so after I expand, I find that y equals 0. Then I'll need to substitute back y into equation 2. So from equation 2, 4x equal to minus 12, x equal to minus 3. Okay, so I also encourage you to check. All right, so this is all about elimination. So I'm going to show you again the next one, okay, which is a substitution. Now, just now is one method. So this is the second method. How am I going to use substitution to solve the simultaneous equation? All right, so this is what I'll do. So same thing, I will just call this equation 1, then I'll call this equation 2. So I will say from equation 1, so I'll put x equal to 6 minus 3, 1. Okay, so I name this as equation 3. So I'm going to substitute. So now always remember, you don't substitute back to equation 1. You substitute back into equation 2. Why? Because your equation 3 actually comes from equation 1. So substitute equation 3 into 2, equation 2. Okay, so how do you substitute? So you see x, you just replace by 6 minus 3y. And then the rest remain the same, minus 2y equal to minus 4. Okay, so now we can expand. 4 times 6, 24, minus 4 times 3, 12y, and then minus 2y equal to minus 4. Okay, so we can continue from here. What do I get? I get 24 minus 14y equal to minus 4. Now, I will bring the 24 over. So I hope you remember, if you bring, this is a plus, 24, we bring over, this becomes minus. So minus 24. So what I'll get is, I get minus 28. So what's my y? My y is minus 28 divided by minus 14. So actually I get answer 2. Okay, so now the next step is, you substitute y equal to 2 into, okay, so you look for your x. So x is equation 3. So substitute y equal to 2 into equation 3. So x is equal to 6 minus 3, then you put down 2. Okay, so just nice. 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So what is the solution? The solution is x equal to 0, y equal to 2. Okay, again, I encourage you to check. So you check. Okay, so you substitute into equation 1. So you look at equation 1. What do you get? x0, 3, 2 equal to 6. So this is actually 6. So you are correct. So look at equation 2 also. 4x, which is 0, and then minus 2, put a 2 there, you get minus 4. And this is minus 4. So you are correct. So you know that your answer is correct. Okay, so one thing good about simultaneous equation is, at the end of solving the equation, you actually know that you got the right answer. Okay, Imran, you go ahead. Okay, is it clear about substitution method, everyone? Okay, if it's clear, you can give Mr. Go a thumbs up for substitution. Great, Jocelyn. Sherman, you all right? Okay, Anaki? Great. All right. Okay. So far, I want to hear from you is there any questions that you encounter while you solve the simultaneous equation in school? Do you have any problem? Okay, let's hear from Sherman. Sherman, do you encounter any issue in school?
No. No.
Okay. Your teacher has completed elimination and substitution method already, Sherman?
My teacher haven't started on this topic yet.
Oh, then which topic did your teacher start?
Linear something.
Linear equation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually x plus